Hey family, how everybody doing today? Hope everybody doing fine. I know y'all saying, where you been, NJ? You haven't made a video in about 5 days. Y'all right. I didn't. When y'all see this, I had my grandkids for 5 days. And the last video, one of the other videos I put out, it was my best friend's birthday, one of my best friends' birthday party. Y'all, as y'all see that, I put that up. Happy birthday, Junebug. Then I put out the one with Gunna and them. But between the birthday and Gunna, it was like 5 days, okay? And then this one here, it had a little gap, like 4 or 5 days. So, yeah, that was because my grandkids was here. My grandkids was spending a lot of time with me. They spent about 5 days with me. We had a great, awesome time together. It was just awesome. We went to the water, looked at the boats and everything like that, and then we just had grandmama and grandkids time. You know how that go. But had an awesome time. But anyway, I'm back, family. Anyway, I'm back, and I want to talk about Boosie and Kodak Black. Okay? And for the ones who don't, if you say Boosie, a lot of people who don't know Boosie, I let my family know who Boosie is, and I know a lot of you already know who Boosie is, okay? And they call him Boosie Badass, okay? Then we'll talk about Kodak Black. Now, Boosie is a rapper. He's a very talented rapper. He's a very good rapper, okay? And Boosie is from the Gulf Coast down here where I'm at, okay? He's from the Gulf Coast, Louisiana, but now he's in Atlanta. So he moved from Louisiana to Atlanta, okay? And so Boosie, like I said, very talented rapper. He began rapping in the 1990s. He was about 12 or 13 years old when he started rapping. And he was a member of this hip-hop collective concentration camp. And then he went solo. Okay, so he went solo in about the 2000s. He went solo. He's an independent artist. And he owns his own masters, allegedly. So he owns his own music, okay? And Boosie is a lot of people in the South area, like especially the Gulf Coast area, love Boosie. He gets most of his support from the South and mostly the Gulf Coast, okay? Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Texas, and Atlanta. Okay, but his main stomping ground that people hold Boosie and love listening to his music. I think my oldest son Jay here, he likes Boosie. Okay, so Boosie's major people, that have Boosie back, his real hardcore fans and things like that, is Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi. In those 3 states right there, I know for sure because I'm on the Gulf Coast and I know how everybody loves Boosie, okay? Now, Boosie is very outspoken. He very real. He mean what he say. Sometimes things come out of his mouth that people like, I can't believe he said that. But Boosie's just real like that, okay? Now, he was banned from Instagram for a nudity policy. Having chicks do some naked stuff or whatever, allegedly. That's what they say he was doing on Instagram. So Instagram took his Instagram page down for a little while. And then they put it back up. And he had it again. I want to talk about that. I'm going to let y'all know about that. But I'm going to let y'all see what I'm talking about. Boosie got pulled over in Georgia on the side of the road by the police. And I'm going to let y'all see the footage. And we really do need to talk about this. It was body cam footage. It looks exactly like body cam footage. And I think at the top it had body cam footage. Okay. And it was dated for July the 12th. July the 12th, 2022, okay? Now, the entire incident looked weird. it was mind-blowing, and it made NJ think a lot. And it was kind of suspicious to me. It really was. It was very suspicious. And I never heard the officers really tell Boosie why they pulled him over. And I'm going to let y'all see all this footage because we got to talk deep about this family. But I never heard them say why at the beginning or in the middle of them pulling him over, why they pulled him over. They didn't say like it was a tail light out. They didn't say when his headlights was out. You know, they didn't say he was weaving on the road or anything like that, you know, so, or he was speeding. They didn't say anything like that. It just started off, boom, and I'm going to let y'all see it, and everything went to hell. You know what I'm saying? It just went to hell. And I feel the officers, when an officer pulls someone over, I do feel like they need to tell the driver why they was pulled over, because I've been pulled over before or something for, they say, speeding or run a traffic light or something like that. But when they come to the car and they're asked driver's license and registration or whatever, you give them that. Me, I have never had to ask, why you pull me over? Because they always say it, bam, right from the beginning. You know, they'll say license and registration. Give them the license and registration. They say, well, the reason why I pulled you over is because you ran that traffic light. I was like, I ain't running that traffic light. That traffic light was yellow. It was yellow when I went up under there. And he said, well, you ran the traffic light. Okay. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay. So whatever. But, and then they I think when he say I ran traffic light, family. The traffic light was on yellow. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. But anyway, he just gave me a warning. That was all. Okay, but usually they'll tell you exactly what you're being pulled over for, unless they're trying to escalate something. That's how I feel. You know, because when you pull a driver over, license registration, they get the license registration. Well, I pulled you over for this. That's how I feel it should be. Just to chop down all confusions. Instead of having the driver wonder, well, how come you pulled me over? They don't never say nothing. They just go and then they call in your stuff or they whatever. Then they come back. They hand you your license. They hand you their registrations. And then they say, okay, well, where were you headed? What? No. Why did you pull me over? See, that will stop a lot of confrontation between a driver and a police officer. So any police officers out there listening, or supervisors, captains, or whatever you are, really talk about that within y'all group, that when you get that license and you get that registration, just tell people why they was being pulled over. And then people will know why they being pulled over. Because when you never say nothing and you wait a long time, it do make a driver feel like they're being picked on, okay? Or they was just pulled over just because they want some confrontation with the driver, okay? Or the color of the driver, because you're never saying why you pulled them over, so then it gets to thinking, oh, they pulled me over because I was black, you know, or they pulled me over because I'm black and I'm a male, or they pulled me over because I'm a black and I'm a female, you know? So or they pulled me over because they racial profiling, you know? So I just feel like that. But anyway, Boosie got pulled over on this side of the road, family, and he lost his temper. And boy, did I not look at Boosie on that screen and say, what is going on here? Boosie just went ballistic. At this traffic stop, okay? Now, Boosie, and then I want to talk to Boosie too, but we all gonna talk here, family, after y'all see this here videotape. But anyway, he lost his temper. And I just want to talk to the family. Family, please tell your children, your adult children, everybody, your family members, talk to each other about how to act and what to say and what not to say at a traffic stop or dealing with the police. Okay? Now, tell your children, please don't run. When you get pulled over and the police tell them to get out the car, don't be running, because it don't do nothing but start. We losing a lot of our brothers and sisters out here for running from the police or taking the police on speed chases and all that. If you got an old fine on you, or you already got a warrant on you and you already know it or don't know it or whatever, just take the consequences. Do it the right way. Come out of it the right way. And you still got your life. You still got your life. Okay? Don't be going off on the police and all that stuff like that. We're losing too many of our children, our men and women from dumb stuff. Dumb stuff. You know? So, check out this video with Boosie acting a slap-ass fool out here on the side of the road. And I'm going to talk to you, Boosie. And we going to talk, family, because we really need to talk about this so we can stop losing our young kids, our men, our women, all that out here. Our grandfathers, our fathers, everybody. Because this is getting out of control. And it seems like nobody is talking to our youngsters. Nobody is talking to our adult children or anything. Because Boosie is the same age as my son. Right here. The oldest one. And we really have to talk about this. Really have to talk about this. Check out Boosie when he gets pulled over by the police. How it happened. How it sparked, and all that. Because I feel like this, family. When them police pull you over, just giving them license, registrations, or whatever, and if you feel like they have done you wrong, then you make out a report on being harassed. And you fill out that report that, hey, I feel like, get you a lawyer and everything, and you tell them, I feel like I was being targeted. So here it is. Boosie's thing. Okay, hold on, family. Hold on. Now, right there, the police is asking Boosie, is it anything in the car that he needs to know about before he checked the car? Okay? Now, Boosie cussing. Okay, so family, y'all see right there that the police asked Boosie, is there any weed or anything in the car? Boosie said, yeah, I just smoked a blunt, but that's it. He just said, I smoked a blunt. He didn't say anything was in the car. Okay, and that's Boosie and his friend there on the side of the road being pulled over. They got Boosie in handcuffs, and they have the friend in handcuffs, okay? So now Boosie is mad, and he cursing, and he acting a fool about being pulled over, okay? Now, first of all, when Boosie jumped out the car, okay, You could tell he was already pissed off. Now the police asked Boosie, is there any weed in the car or anything like that? And Boosie said, I was smoking a blunt. That's all he said. I still didn't hear the police ask Boosie or tell Boosie why he pulled him over, which probably is the reason why Boosie got agitated and pissed off. Now, according to Boosie, he gets harassed almost every day by the police. So I don't know if they pulling him over all the time or what's going on, but Boosie is very frustrated about they always pulling him over and he's being harassed. So he did tell that officer right at that time that he's going to report them to their supervisor because this is getting out of hand because they're always pulling them over. Okay? Now, Boosie on this road acting a slap-ass fool. Now, check this out, family. Okay? I'm going to go back a little bit. Okay, now Boosie just said he tired of being effed with and that he'll spit on every nurse up in there. And he will, if they take him to jail, he gonna hit the first white boy he see. And all that stuff right there. Okay? Now, this is not a way to act on the side of the road. Now, granted, they knew that was Boosie before they even pulled him over. They knew, you know, when they get behind you, they run your tag in and all that, and it came back as Boosie Badass, an entertainer, or rapper, or whatever. So they knew before they got out of their police car who Boosie was. Okay? And they put him on in them handcuffs and his friend in that handcuff, and then they start where they're gonna search the car. Okay? Now, don't act like this on the side of the road, family. This is no way to act on the side of the road because it's not going to turn out good. Okay? So now, his temper got the best of him on the side of that road. And I can understand him being frustrated, pissed off, and all that stuff because nobody even told him why he was being pulled over. You know? I mean, at least tell the man why he being pulled over because at this time, he still don't know why he being pulled over. And now his temper kicks in because he's pissed off and he says that he gets harassed like this all the time, just about every other day. So let's listen to this again. Let's listen. Okay, so now there you heard Boosie say, I'm pissed off, they take us to jail. He telling his homeboy, they take us to jail. I'ma act a fool in that bitch. We gonna tear that motherfucker up in that bitch. You see what I'm saying? So he is mad and his temper has gotten the best of him. Now, he said he just smoked a blunt or whatever, but sometimes you can get so high or so drunk until you can't control your temper or your actions when at the appropriate time. You see? So sometimes people can smoke, get so high or whatever to where they can't control their temper or their emotions or their actions at an appropriate time when you need to control it. You know? And then things can go left. Because this could go real left right here. You know? So talk to your people. Don't do this. Don't do this if you get pulled over by the police. And Boosie has a lot of fans, a lot of people who love him, and a lot of people who try to imitate him and things like this. But this is something that we have to tell our people. You know, a lot of people are looking at this video, they laugh and they think it's funny. Oh, you know, Boosie, he clowned on the police. He did this, he did that. But let me tell y'all something, because when we get deep into this discussion, this looked like a pure D setup. A pure D setup to NJ. You know what I'm saying? This looks like a setup. But we're going to get into that. But they're letting Boosie move freely and talk shit. And they letting him do all that. They ain't saying a word. And you notice that he's on body cam. So the one who was talking to him at the beginning of this video, family, he's already went to Boosie's truck. And he's probably searching it and looking around and seeing what he can find, okay? But if you notice, it's one officer there that's just got his body cam on Boosie and letting the body cam show how Boosie is acting on video. He is getting all of Boosie's temperament out of control, how he's acting out of control. He's getting all that on his footage, okay? And check this out, family. If you notice, he's not even moving. That man not even moving at all, family. Check out how still Boosie footage is. So that means that this police is just standing there making sure he get every angle, every temperament, every movement, everything from Boosie. That's to say he's out of control and use it for court later, most likely. And we're going to talk about all that. Because when a police officer have a body cam on, family, you normally see him fiddling around. You see some movements of them looking through the car or whatever. It's no footage of looking through the car or anything like that. You got one officer who is over there at the car. Might be two more officers over there at his car. I don't know. But what I do know, it was one officer that the one that just got through talking to him went to the car. Then you got this officer here that's just, his job is to film and film only. See, a lot of people, I got a lot out of this video, family. I got a lot out of this video. See, you can't fool NJ. This look like a pure D setup. And look at how this officer is just standing still. You would think somebody was video recording this with a cell phone or something like that. And even with a cell phone, people moving around and getting, you know, he is making sure that body cam stay on Boosie. Because it was probably already told, record, if he jump out acting a fool or whatever, we need all this on tape. That's basically what it was. But listen at it, family. Okay, so now Boosie done said, y'all ain't gonna find nothing in there but birth control pills because, you know, the women can't get, he said the B word, but you know, the women can't get pregnant from it. So only thing y'all gonna find is birth control pills. And I got about 30 something women sucking D at my house right now. Anybody want they D sucked, just let me know. That's what we telling the police. Hey, y'all ain't gotta go through all this. If you want your D sucked, just come on over to my house and you can get it done. Just let me know. Just let me know if you want your D sucked. So Boosie is talking about spitting on nurses if he go to jail. Talking about slapping a white boy if he go to jail. Telling the police that they can get their D sucked if they want to. They ain't got to go through all that. And that he got about 30 women at his house right now sucking on D. And that if they want their D sucked, just come on over there and get it sucked. But, and you know, he cussing about he tired of being harassed or effed with and this, that. So, he acting a plump fool out here, okay? Now, family, tell your folks in your family, men, women, all of us, even us, this is not how you act when you get pulled over by the police officer. Because most likely, it ain't going to end like how Boosie doing. They not going to let them talk that shit like what Boosie doing. They going to wind up dead or beat the hell up and put in handcuffs. Okay? So, these police officers are being very, very lenient. And they ain't saying a word. They letting him talk all his mess. Check it out, family. Okay, so y'all heard that. Boosie said, my car's not stolen. My tag is right. Everything is right. But they just pulled him over because he's Boosie. Okay? And you have to understand, look how freely they are letting Boosie walk around there with them handcuffs and his homeboy there. Now, if you notice, his homeboy ain't said shit. His homeboy like, now look here now, I'm gonna need you to calm this thing down, bro, because I ain't trying to go to jail today. Damn, look how his homeboy looking. His homeboy have not said one word. He has not even mumbled one word. He ain't said nothing. Boosie acting a fool, and that his homeboy is like, hey, look here, homie. You the one really got all the money. I'm just your homie. I'm riding with you, probably trying to protect you if anything happened or anything like that. But now I'm going to have to depend on your ass to get me out of jail. See, I ain't got it like that. You Boosie badass. So you going to be able to get out the same day. In about an hour after you get there, you gonna already be bonded out. I'm banking on you to bond me out, but shit, I can't goddamn talk no shit because I'm not for sure if I'm gonna get out this thing or you gonna get me out. Now, me and you homeboys, but hey, I got to be very cautious on this. And then again, that boy there is doing the right thing. Remain silent. You don't give them shit to put on you. You remain silent. And that's exactly what his homeboy did. Remain silent. He ain't said a word. He let Boosie act that donkey by himself. He was not finna go acting no donkey along with Boosie. And that's what I'm trying to say right there. Okay? Now, check how they just letting Boosie in handcuffs walk all around the cars, all down the side. He walking there ranting and raving about being pulled over. But as you can see, he said, my tag is right, the car is not stolen, registration is correct, all that, but they still pulling me over. So that shows you right there that the police still have not yet told Boosie why they pulled him over. So it do look like harassment because they haven't said nothing. So he's just guessing. He's saying, hey, look, my tag right, the car is not stolen, registration is right, everything is right, but they still pulling me over. So see, they should have told Boosie from the beginning what they was pulling him over for, and maybe Boosie wouldn't have went on this rampage and this temperament rant he got, and you know, he was just acting, throwing a pure D temper tantrum out there on that highway. Okay, now let's listen to this. Okay, now he's telling Boosie that he's going to give him a citation. Okay, and if you look at it, these police was very, very calm. They ain't say too much of nothing. They let Boosie do all that cussing and fussing and everything on the side of the road and didn't say nothing. But the man is saying now, I'm going to write you a citation. And Boosie's saying, for what? Just because you smell weed? He said, no, because I found a bag of weed. Okay, now check it out. Okay, now I want y'all to see this all the way out with no interruptions, okay? Check it out. This when he first pulling them over. Okay, so you can see how he is acting on the side of this road. So I just want to tell people, please, don't do this at a traffic stop. Do not do this at a traffic stop. Tell your family and everybody, don't do this at no traffic stop. Now, Boosie said that his car wasn't stolen. He had his registration right. He had everything right that he needed. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying he's being targeted. He kept saying, I'm being targeted. Okay? And Boosie, if you being targeted, and I believe he is, you need to rent that house out you got. Get your kids. Move out your house. Rent it out to someone. And move. Empty that damn house quick as hell. And move. Because this right here did not look good at all. It's only two places a targeted man ends up. And that's dead in jail. It's only two places that a targeted man or woman ends up. And that's in jail or dead. Okay? Now, that looked like a whole setup to me. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Because they gave Boosie, they let him out of the handcuffs, as y'all see. Police gave him a citation for, this is what, now, after he comes back and tell Boosie, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a citation. One for your tent being too dark. The other one is the tag is concealed, meaning that he must have something real dark over the tag to where the tag is barely, where you can barely see what the tag says, okay? Or concealed means the tag might have been put up somewhere else besides the place it should have been. I don't know. He didn't say. So he gave him a citation for that. Then he said he's giving him a citation for that weed, that bag of weed that he had in his car. So he just basically gave him a citation, which is like a ticket. He had to report to court or whatever. But he did let Boosie go. Okay? He took the handcuffs off Boosie and the friend, and then he told them to go on about the business. Now, when they let the handcuffs off of Boosie, Boosie said, I'm still going to report y'all to your supervisor. Okay? Because this is harassment. So, Boosie, you supposed to set a good example for these kids. And for your peers your age. You supposed to set an example to these young men, to these children, and everybody out here. Because, see, Boosie has a major platform, and he has a famous platform. Okay? He's on famous status. And it is disappointing. I was disappointed to see Boosie act like this on this road. And don't nobody act like this. It's a lot of youngsters out here who look up to Boosie, and they gonna think they can do this type shit too, and they can't. They can't. It's a whole lot of them that's gonna think that they can get out. These young adults and everybody else gonna think that they can get out their car and talk like that to the police because Boosie did it and didn't nothing happen to Boosie. They didn't do nothing to Boosie because Boosie is on that famous status. Them police knew that, and that's why they had them body cameras on, because They don't want to start no riot and uproar. So when they knew he was famous, they handled him a whole nother different way because they didn't want no shit and they didn't want to get suspended and wind up in court or no shit like that. So they just gave him a citation. That don't work out here on these real streets out here with real normal people. So don't even try it. Don't try it, people. Now, NJ trying to give you a word of advice and good encouragement of what not to do. Please don't. Please don't get out there and think that y'all can imitate what Boosie did out there on them streets with that police and those police officers. And those police officers was very, very calm. And everybody said, boy, them was some nice police officers. Hell yeah, they were, because they dealing with somebody famous. And they probably are a part of the good police. Because you got some bad cops and some good cops. You got some racist cops and you got some cops that's not racist. And they probably are ones who are not racist and just wanted to pull them over because of the tent and because of the concealed tag. And then when he got out the car, the police said he smelled weed. Okay? And so that's why he asked him, is there any weed? And Boosie said, well, I just smoked the blunt. But Boosie didn't mention about no weed being in the car. But the police found a bag of weed in the car, okay? So when they opened up the car door, weed smell was coming out anyway, okay? So anyway, don't try this at home, people. Don't try this on no road stop. Get them polices, your license, your registrations, and all that. Don't be trying to run. Don't be trying to cuss their ass out. Don't be trying to act a fool. None of that when they pull you over. If you feel like they pulled you over for harassment or what they pulled you over for was wrong and unjust, handle it the right way. Get you a lawyer and proceed your process from there. And most likely, Boosie could win. If Boosie had not act a fool like that, Boosie might have could win a harassment case because of the way it was done. They didn't tell him why they pulled him over from the beginning. None of that. So if he would have just stayed calm, he probably could have started a lawsuit or something, or a harassment case up against the police. But acting like that, you got to do things the right way. If you feel like they pulling you over and it's not right and they wrong and it shouldn't have been handled like that, shouldn't have been done like that, just follow the orders right then. Don't say nothing. Remain silent except for just what you need to say. You know? And that's it. And handle it on the back end legally. But anyway, you know, I was very disappointed to see Boosie act like that. And I like Boosie. I really do. You know, he part of the Gulf Coast, and I'm a Gulf Coast sister. I like Boosie. But I was disappointed of how he handled that situation, especially knowing it was going to go viral. And Boosie most likely he know those cameras was, that body cam was going on because it was, that police officer was adjusting it. And you could see the little light on it. And he knew he was being recorded. And he was showing out. He knew he was being recorded. He was showing out. And I feel like because if you notice at the beginning when he was talking to the police, he wasn't that outraged. He was just saying, man, I'm getting tired of being harassed. I'm getting tired of being pulled over, this and that, talking to the police. And the police was talking to him. I understand that. Is there anything in the car that I need to know about or anything? He says, any weed in the car? He said, I smoked a blunt. And he probably confessed to that because when he opened up the car door, it was smelling like weed all over the place. And so he confessed to it. You know, I smoked a blunt, but that's it. You know? So they had a pretty normal conversation about right there. But when that police officer left and Boosie saw the other police officer standing there and he had that body cam on, Boosie knew he was being recorded. And he started showing out for the cameras. Showing out for the cameras. And it was in the wrong way. Because you have to remember, you have to say, there's a lot of people that's going to see this. And I don't want them to fall in that trap because I'm going to tell you right now. They let Boosie go, but what's going to happen to the next man they pull over? They so pissed off. They could be so pissed off at what Boosie said and what Boosie did and how Boosie act. Talking about he going to spit on the police. You take this handcuff off me, I'll get down with any police officer. And all that. I'm going to spit on the first nurse I see. When I get up there, I'm going to slap a white boy. Hey, you know, when we go to jail, we going to tear that motherfucker up. We going to tear that MF up. Well, I'm going to act a fool up at now. You're going to have to knock my teeth out. You're going to have to knock my teeth out. I'm going to make you beat me. I'm going to make all that right there. Come on now. Boosie. I'm talking to you as a Gulf Coast homegirl to you. Come on now. You got to move better than that. And you already say you're being targeted. They got all this on film. All this on film. You not supposed to get there. They're not supposed to be able to get you set up in a trap like that. That was a pure D setup. Pure D setup. Just to have you on now looking like that. You know? And you have these youngsters thinking that they could do this out here when they get pulled over by the police. Hell no. You can't act like that. You can't lose your cool. You can't act a fool like that in public, especially with the police. You know? Showing out because the camera's on. And Boosie can most likely get out this situation in an hour. When regular people all out here on these streets ain't got it like that. They ain't got it like that. You go to running your damn mouth out there with them police like that and acting a damn fool like that if you want to, they'll throw your ass clean across one of them boxcars and beat the shit out of you, then handcuff you, then take you to jail all beat up and shit. Then you ain't got no money to get out on bond. That shit don't happen out here on these real streets. No. And I don't like for nobody to make it look like you could do that. Because you can't. That's why we losing so many brothers and sisters and children out here on this street. Police brutality. Thinking that they could do this. Thinking that they could talk this way to the police. Because I'm going to tell you right now, he got off with a citation. Do you know how many people that go to jail for having weed in their car? Come on now. You get pulled over by the police and you got weed in that car, they taking your ass to jail. Ain't no citation, boo-boo. Ain't no citation. I know a couple of people who have been riding and had weed on them in the car. The car wasn't even smelling like weed. They just found the weed and they still took them to jail. Oh, yeah. So, see, that shit don't work out here on these regular streets. That shit work because Boosie have a famous status behind him. And those police didn't want no knots. No knots tied in they shit to where they got to get suspended and shit. And on administrative leave, paid leave. So, they handled that situation real carefully. But at the same time, I think it was set up to get Boosie on camera acting like that. And Boosie, you better walk a straight damn line. Because I'm going to tell you right now, they didn't record that footage like that on Boosie and let him go for no reason. That's going to be a future tape. That's going to be a future tape. If they don't use it in court for this here incident, because he just got the citation and all that stuff. So he going to have to go to court for all that. Now, they might not bring that footage up in their court case. But somewhere down the line, Boosie, you better watch yourself. Walk a straight line, brother. Walk a straight line. Because, oh yeah, that tape going to come back and revisit you someday. But what I'm hoping this don't happen. I'm really hoping that this don't happen. But when NJ saw that, and that police was real still like that and didn't move, didn't budge, only thing his job was to do was to record Boosie. That's all. So, in the future, if something happens to Boosie when he gets pulled over next time, say it's a confrontation for real, that's not recorded. Now, Pop, we don't want to turn on the body cams. And something happens to Boosie. They can always go to that damn tape and say, the same way he acted here is how he was acting when we pulled him over this time, and the reason why we had to take hard force on him. Then it's going to be an uproar. But see, it's going to be hard for people to protest, fight, and act a fool about whatever might happen to Boosie, because they got a footage showing how out of control Boosie is from this tape right here. So then those cops, if they ever do something to Boosie, will most likely be let off, because they're going to use this footage here to show how out of control Boosie is, because for some reason they're not going to have the footage of the future incident. They're going to use this footage. Boosie walk a damn straight line. And you say, I'm trying to look out for you, brother. Walk a straight line. Because that whole incident stinks to high heaven. It really do. It stinks. It looks like a setup. It really did. Because how many people do y'all know, think about it, family, that done got pulled over by the police? I understand about the citation with the tinted windows and the concealed tag, but everything was in order on that end. But when they find drug residue and drugs in your car and drugs, all that right there, somebody going. If it wasn't nobody but the friend who would say, oh, all that shit is mine, then they'll take him. But somebody going. How many people y'all know that the police pull y'all over, y'all got a bag of weed in there, and they going to say, okay, y'all could go. That shit stinks to high heaven. It sure do. It sure do. Yeah, it do. You know. And they just gave Boosie a written citation for all of it. And I have to give it to those police officers. They was very patient, very nice. Didn't say a word. Did not disrespectful to Boosie. They didn't handle him in no rough and tough way. None. They didn't slam Boosie against no car. They didn't do none of that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it is some good police officers in the South. And a lot of people talking about, oh yeah, I know the South police is a prejudice. Let me tell y'all something. Because the Gulf Coast is the South. But let me tell y'all something. The Gulf Coast police officers have more self-control than northern police officers. Because, see, all the racists wouldn't ran out from down here and went up north. Because if you look at it, there's a whole lot of racist shit with police is going on, brutality and all that stuff, up north. Look at the news. It's more going on up north with police brutality and doing wrong, police doing citizens wrong and slamming citizens and doing them wrong. Because I got another one coming up, family. I think it's going to be next week. I'm going to show y'all police brutality in Yonkers, New York, with a female. Yeah, seems like all the racist police officers, see, we done ran their ass out from down here. Most of them, not all of them now. But the majority of them done went up north acting a damn donkey with police brutality. So I heard a lot of people saying, oh, Boosie, you need to move away from Atlanta. You need to move away from the South because the South is prejudiced. Hey, y'all must ain't looking at the news, because most of the prejudice stuff, police brutality and all the unnecessary shooting somebody 46 times in the body and all that, most of that shit is happening up north. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So it really don't matter where you go. South, north, east, west, it really don't matter. You're going to have some racist people in every damn state in the United States. You're going to have some racist police officers in every state in the United States. We just have to help try to weed their ass out. And the way you do that is complain your ass off. And bring them up there in the court like a lot of them been going to court and being sentenced for their actions. Unnecessary actions. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's a lot more rational cops in the South now than the North. I'm sorry, and I see it. I travels this part of the southeastern region. It's a lot more lenient cops. They think a little bit quicker. They not trying to really, the majority of them now, you got some of them that's in there. But if you turn on and you look it up, most of it, those racist police are now in the North. And they wreaking havoc. Shooting somebody 46 times, 36 times, 66 times. What the hell is that? Shit, it don't take but one bullet to stop somebody for real if you know how to shoot. You don't need 66 bullets to do that. But see, the majority of them type of police are moving to the North. And I'm going to show y'all one in Yonkers, New York next week. Pissed me the hell off. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Boosie, if you feel like you being targeted, move your ass out of Atlanta, huh? Move your ass out of Atlanta because it clearly shows you saying that you being stopped damn near every day. You being harassed damn near every day. You need to move. That's what you need to do. Pack your shit up, get your kids, and get the hell out of Georgia. And go somewhere and live and stop drawing so much damn attention to yourself. For one thing, y'all on these interviews telling every damn thing. Stop telling every damn thing. You know? But they watching. They watching Boosie the whole time. They got to be watching him the way they pulled him over there in Georgia. Because that right there just didn't look right, smell right. It really didn't. And that officer with that body cam was just too damn still and focused on Boosie. He really was. It was no movement at all in that man's body cam. He was standing real still. Some people were saying, well, was it a video? Was somebody recording it or what? That was his body cam. You can see it right up there at the top of the video. Yeah, So he was on a mission just to do footage. Yeah, for a future encounter. But anyway, anybody else that get caught with a bag of marijuana, they going to jail in that car. You know, they didn't find no gun in Boosie car. Thank God they didn't find no gun in his car because they would have took him then. They was looking for guns and magazines and all that type of stuff, and Boosie didn't have that. So they let him go. Yeah, that's basically what they were looking for. They thought Boosie had some guns in there, or a gun in there. He'd have had one gun in there, they'd have took him to jail. And you had everybody saying, I can't believe Boosie didn't have no gun in that car. Boosie riding around with no protection. Boosie riding around with no gun. Hey, look here. Boosie knew what he was doing. Boosie knew he was being followed. Boosie know that they pull his ass over every day. So he already know. Hell, if anything pop off, the police most likely gonna be there anyway. If anybody pop off something with Boosie, he really ain't worried because 9 times out of 10 is the police always following his ass anyway and watching and seeing every damn move he making. So he about ain't worried about that anyway in Georgia. He already know that the police is following. He ain't got to pay the police for protection. Hell, they following him anyway to try to hem his ass up and put him down there in jail. That's what that is. You know, so I'm glad he didn't have no gun. You know, but Boosie, I'm going to need you to leave that hokey pokey smoke alone here. Leave that hokey pokey booze alone you drinking on and smoking on and all that, because you was acting a plump fool out there. You need to leave that shit alone so you can see more clearly, think more clearly, because brother, let me tell you, that shit didn't look right. It do look like a setup, but it looked like your future setup. And you know what I mean when I say his future setup. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So move right and get the hell out of Atlanta. Pack your bags and get your kids, because he's a very good father that I see. He always have his kids live with him and everything. But Boosie, you need to get your kids, pack your shit up, pack their shit up, rent that house out, and be on your merry way and go somewhere where you're not feeling targeted. And a lot of people, y'all need to look up where you're moving to instead of just packing up, moving. Oh, I want to move to Atlanta because it's going down in Atlanta. I want to move to Atlanta. I want to move to Atlanta because that's the next, that's the Black Hollywood. I want to move here. I want to move there. But not doing any research behind it. They are tearing these rappers up around here. They are hemming these rappers up. They hem Kodak Black up. We're going to talk about that. But anyway, they putting these rappers down. Oh, yeah. They coming after these rappers like good steak meat. Oh, yeah. They coming after these rappers and they trying to put the boot down on them. They putting the boot on their necks around here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and they're using their lyrics that they're using in their songs against them in court. Oh, they coming hard on rappers. They coming down on rappers everywhere, not just in Georgia or Atlanta or whatever. They are starting to come down on these rappers real hard. Y'all better walk a damn straight line. Y'all better leave all this gang shit alone. Y'all better stop putting all this shit in your lyrics. Y'all better stop doing all these interviews. Y'all just better lay low. Do a rap song and go home and sit your ass down and throw a pool party or something like that and sit your ass down for a while because they're cracking down on y'all stinking ass. I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, Boosie, leave that hokey pokey shit alone, huh? And stop smoking on that shit. Stop smoking on that shit, huh? Because I'm going to tell you right now, that shit is loud as hell. Y'all you be riding in the passenger seat and all that. Y'all, you can ride up to a car at the traffic light and you don't smell nothing but weed. Somebody within those 5 or 6 cars or 10 cars at the traffic light, on red, you're sitting at the traffic light, you can smell weed all over the place. You can say, God damn, somebody's smoking some strong ass weed. God, you could be on the interstate riding and a car pass you. Be like, God damn, they smoking the shit out that goddamn weed. You can smell that weed a mile away. I don't know what kind of hokey pokey weed y'all smoking on these days right here. That weed smell like it's weed, booty juice, and grease. It seems like they frying all that shit together and drying it out and then smoking it. That shit stink like hell and it's loud. That's the loudest shit I've ever smelled. It ain't like the regular reefer and weed that back in the older generation or in my generation was smoking. That shit, that is loud and stank. It don't even smell right. It smell toxic. It smell like something. It smell like it's mixed with booty juice. They smell like they growing that weed, spraying some toxic shit on it, putting booty juice on it, grease on it. Then they put it in the sun, let it dry out. Then they sell it to people, and people smoking all kind of pesticides and everything else along with booty juice and grease. Smell like you fried some grease. Y'all know how you go outside and you say, man, somebody's cooking something real good. You know when you come out your house and stuff and somebody frying some chicken, or maybe 4 houses down, they barbecue, and you say, oh, that barbecue smells so good. That weed got the same type of aroma that you can smell it about a block and a half away. And it don't make no sense. When they smoked weed back in the day, you didn't smell it a block and a half away. You smelled it right when you got up on it. Oh, man, that's some good weed right there. Nowadays, you can smell that booty juice from a whole damn 3 blocks away. You can smell when somebody smoking that weed. Damn, that shit stink. Something ain't right with that weed. Y'all need to find out who growing that shit and where it's coming from and all that. 9 times out of 10, they growing that shit, spraying it with pesticides and every goddamn thing else. And then booty juice and grease and all that. And then they put it and dry it out. Then they sell it to folks. When folks smoke it, they go to acting crazy as shit. Go to acting crazy. If you noticed it, everybody who's smoking this new age weed, acting off the wall. Acting off the wall. They acting zooted out. They acting like they don't know what the hell going on. They cussing. They fussing. They got temper tantrum problems. They just wants to fight. They acting a fool, picking unnecessary fights. Just acting a pure D psychotic. Psychotic. But back in the day, when they smoked the damn weed, mellow out and chill. It didn't start no fight. Shit, I don't know where y'all getting this new age weed from, but I'm telling you right now, it's toxic. You can tell the way everybody act, it's toxic. Yeah, and y'all running around here frying y'all lungs with that damn shit. Soon as y'all fired up, it smell like y'all fired up weed, booty juice, and grease. Sure do. It sure do. Frying, soon as y'all fired up, y'all frying your lung. You can hear it all over the place. Them folks got the nerve be coughing. Like, god damn, the lungs vibrating around this bitch. Just, hey, God, okay, I know when you hit some good weed, you gonna cough a little bit, but a lot of these people sound like they lungs is finna jump out of their damn throat. Yeah, what they putting in? What they putting in? Yeah, and they acting crazy as hell at the same time. Then, it's so damn strong to the shit. As soon as they fired up in the car, they all get in the car, start smoking that shit, and then the shit is strong as hell, and then, oh Lord, it's so strong it's coming out the damn tailpipe of the car. Then wonder why the damn police done pull you over. The shit stink. It's too loud. Y'all can't wait till you get to where you going and fire that shit up, because firing it up on the road, you're snitching on your damn self. That shit is strong as hell. If you got the window crack, you ain't got to have the window crack. You can have the window up. That shit coming out the tailpipe, coming out the hood of the car, coming out from under the car, coming out the trunk of the car. That shit, the whole car, when it pass somebody or that car sit at a traffic light, everybody around can smell it. So if it's an undercover cop around there or a real cop, they gonna follow your ass. And what they do, if it's 6 or 7 cars around and that smell hit them in the damn face, because it's gonna hit your ass in the face. Hit your ass in the face, that cop turn around, look, now they'll see 2 white couple, old couple, nah, it ain't them. They'll see 2 black old couples, nah, it ain't them. Then they'll look over here and see a motherfucker with a popcorn bag on their damn head. And the dude, he laid back. And then, this might be the one. This might be the one right here. Then they throw the lights on. And 9 times out of 10, when you open up the door, it smells like weed. And they ask you, is there any weed in this car? And then when they find it, your ass going to jail. You snitched on your damn self by that strong ass booty juice weed. Yeah, smelling like you're cooking it. Soon as you fired up, it smell like booty juice, weed, and every goddamn thing. And then y'all wonder why y'all getting pulled over. I have, and I know, family, some of y'all do too. And I don't want to make this video too long, but I got to get this shit out because we needs to stop it. As a community, y'all stop jumping in them damn cars with all that damn weed or a joint or a blunt or whatever you got. That shit is loud. It's not normal shit. It's too loud. And it's telling on y'all ass. Y'all think it ain't. I'm telling you, stop smoking that shit for about 2 days. And then somebody fired up you'll see what the hell we talking about. You're snitching on your damn self. You can't wait till you get to where you going and fire that shit up, because on the road, they gonna get y'all ass every time. And I know it's a whole lot of people saying, damn, police has been pulling everybody over left and right. It's the weed coming all out the damn tailpipes of the car, coming all out of the windows of the car. It don't matter if you got it up or not. That shit coming out of the hood on your ass. It's coming out of the trunk on your ass. You can smell it on the interstate. I have had cars pass me on the interstate, and we going 80, 85 miles an hour, and that car go woo, and that weed smell go bow. I said, God damn, they getting high in that bitch. They gone. But if it's a police officer, pop, throw the lights on. Right behind your ass. Right behind your ass. Don't make no sense, family. Don't make no sense. Y'all got to get on the ball with this now. Got to get on the ball with it. Telling on your damn self. Then talking about police harassing you. No, the weed harassing you. The weed is telling on your ass. You snitching on your own ass when you fire up that weed in a damn car. People think that because they got the windows up, you can't smell it. No, boo-boo. Y'all smoking on that real ranky-dank. That shit coming all out of the tailpipes of that shit. They say, oh, nah, she bullshit. Now, why y'all think y'all getting pulled over so much? I smell it. I have smelled it, and the car windows is up. And you still smell that shit. That's how strong it is. And then you going crazy along with it. Don't make no sense. Just bring attention to your own ass. That's all it is. That's all it is. Now, Kodak Black. Kodak Black, down there in Florida, got pulled over because of that weed smell. Yeah, But see, what they doing is, they don't say we pulled you over for the weed smell. They come up with that tinted window shit and the tag shit. They come up with all that, or they just doing a stop, or you was weaving, ain't weave, not shit, or you went over 2 miles an hour on the interstate. See, they coming up with all that because they not saying we stopped you because we smelled weed. But it seems like everybody should damn know this by now, because there's too many people getting stopped all through this United States. And they getting busted for weed. Even a little blunt, they getting busted for it and going to jail for it. But Kodak Black, his ass done got pulled over down there in Florida. Smoking on that hokey-pokey weed we talking about. Smoking on that mystery weed. Ain't nothing but mystery weed. Where's that shit coming from anyway? Because it's something about that weed that is too damn strong and making everybody go ballistic and cuckoo. And then all of a sudden they making weed legal. You make it legal if you want to. It's legal or whatever in some states. And ain't nothing wrong with weed. No, it ain't nothing wrong with weed at all. But if you look at it, something is going wrong. Most people that smoking that shit got bad. It's like their mental state is going. They can't control their actions. They can't control their tempers. They can't control their mouth. It seems like they're out of control at some point. When they don't have it, their ass going into withdrawals like a motherfucker. They just withdraw. They got to have it. It's like, it's crazy. Then they walking around like zombies and all that damn shit. And most of them, they can't even work on the job. And they take their break. The first thing they do before they eat a goddamn meal for lunch is grab the blunt. Then go back inside of their workplace smelling like booty juice, weed, and grease. Hell to the no. But anyway, Kodak Black done got down there in Florida here too, and he done got hemmed up. That weed coming out of that car. I already know that's what it was. I'm trying to tell y'all better listen to NJ. Y'all better listen to NJ about all this. Him. You better listen to NJ. Now, listen to Kodak Black shit. He done got busted. He got weed too. Now, y'all don't think it's a coincidence that all these rappers are all of a sudden starting to get pulled over. They putting them in jail. They putting RICO Act charges on them. Oh, they trying to get you rappers. Y'all better take heed and listen. Now, listen to Kodak Black shit. Y'all family. Y'all listen to what's going on with Kodak Black. It's gonna come in.
Good morning. According to the Florida Highway Patrol, rapper Kodak Black had some drugs and then had some cash inside of his car when they pulled him over. Let's take you to that mugshot of the 25-year-old, better known as Bill Capri. That is his born name. The rapper Kodak Black, the Broward County native, in jail this morning here at the Broward County Jail. This is all because of a traffic stop that happened around 4:30 in the afternoon. Troopers say they spotted a Dodge Durango near Northwest 31st Avenue and Cypress Creek Road in Fort Lauderdale. They say it appeared to have windows tinted darker than the legal limit. After pulling the rapper over, troopers say...
Okay, family. Y'all hear that? They said they pulled him over because his tint was darker than the legal tenant. Okay? And so they're using this. What did we just say? That Boosie got a citation for dark tint, tag, being concealed. Now, about 3 days, this Kodak thing happened about 4 days after Boosie. Now, his tint is too dark. They knew who Kodak Black was. Before Kodak Black was pulled over, they knew who he was. They are after these rappers. And these rappers don't want to listen to nobody when we say, as old school women and men. You got a lot of old school women and men out here trying to tell everybody. Not only the rappers, but you youngsters out here on these streets, you young adults out here on these streets. Watch your step. They after y'all ass. But you got to be smart enough to lay low and do the right thing. Now, they got Kodak for the same shit. Listen.
Marijuana and eventually searched the car. FHP saying they found 31 oxycodone pills and over $70,000 in cash.
Now listen to that again, family. Say they got marijuana. See?
Searched the car. FHP saying they found 31 oxycodone pills and over $70,000 in cash during the search. They also say that Kodak's license and tags were also expired. The rapper is charged with possession of controlled substance and drug trafficking.
Okay, now they did say the marijuana thing in there. I know they said that marijuana thing in there. Let me take it back. Now listen.
In jail this morning here at the Broward County Jail. This is all because of a traffic stop that happened around 4:30 in the afternoon. Troopers say they spotted a Dodge Durango near Northwest 31st Avenue and Cypress Creek Road in Fort Lauderdale. They say it appeared to have windows tinted darker than the legal limit. After pulling the rapper over, troopers say they smelled marijuana.
There it is.
Searched the car and they
there it is. There it is. You heard them say? When they say they pulled the car over, I'll be damned. What did they smell, family? That goddamn booty juice and grease, weed, marijuana. I told you. See, I told y'all I heard it. And first thing they said they smell when they pulled the car over was weed. I'm going to tell you right now, family, that's the reason why they pulled that goddamn car over. Because it was smelling weed coming out them tailpipes. Y'all think I'm lying. And some of y'all might be laughing at my crazy ass. But I'm trying to tell y'all right now. Most of that shit was coming out the tailpipes. Because I know they had the windows up. Because, see, now the police can't see who in there, but they smell the shit. Okay? They smell it, family. Yeah, They smell it, family. They smell it. And that's why they pulled it out. And then they want to say the tips was too dark. And what you doing, Kodak Black? Running around here with expired tag and an expired license. Boy, I tell y'all got the nerve to have all this money all around them and flashing all this money, and you can't go get your license renewed right to where it ain't expired, and you can't go get a up-to-date tag is expired, but then y'all boasting, kids. Come on now. We got to do better. We got to move better. You got too much damn money around here to be riding around in the expired tag. No, you a suspect and targeted. That don't make no sense. When I heard them say that his license was expired and that tag was expired, at least Boosie said, plain off back, everything is on point. They just harassing and targeting me. But in Kodak Black case, he couldn't say none of that. Because his license is expired and the tag is expired. What in the hell is you doing riding around in this goddamn expensive ass car and your shit ain't right? Now, Kodak, you gonna have to get on the ball with that now. Shit. Ain't nowhere in the hell you should be riding dirty like that. Knowing that they already looking at you and suspecting some shit anyway. And y'all are rappers. And that go for anybody else. Y'all stop riding around these old expired ass tags. Oh, they own y'all now. I'm telling you now, NJ trying to give y'all some type of warning out here. That's in every state in the United States. South, west, north, east, whatever. They own y'all ass around here. They own y'all ass. Y'all better start waiting until y'all get to your destination before you fire up that old dirty funky weed. And it follows you anyway, but you don't need to be smoking that shit in the car. That's why a lot of y'all are getting pulled over. Talking about rolling some windows up. Ain't no sense of rolling no windows up. That shit come out the tailpipe. Out the hood. Out the trunk. Come out everywhere. It's so damn strong. And that's probably why they making it that strong, so they can hem everybody's ass up. Because they know everybody is not paying no attention to that. They think the average person think that if you roll up the window, you can't smell it. You's a damn lie. Yes, you can. Come on, people. People, we got to educate our people out here. Educate your people, okay? Because Kodak Black clearly snitched on his damn self with all that damn weed in the car. And Boosie too. And everybody else too. You can't wait until you get to where you going to fire that shit up. Then that shit soaking straight to your skin. It's soaking straight. I'm talking about it's soaking your skin all night long. They smoke one blunt and that shit all in their skin. It's all in their skin. It's all in their drawers. It's all in their panties. It's all in their hats. It's all in their socks, just soaking in their ass. All in the fingertips. All on your fingernails. That shit is everywhere. Y'all better know what you're smoking and where it's coming from. Because that shit is so, you ain't got to smoke but one blunt. And that shit stay with y'all all goddamn day long. All day long. Even if you take a damn bath, that shit still smelling. Now, they got to make special soap to get that shit off y'all ass. Because the shit is so damn strong. That blunt lasts all day long on their ass. Y'all running around just smelling like a walking weed blunt. Walking around smelling like a stinking ass blunt. All day long. All day long. It don't make no sense. Then, like I said, y'all will go to work. Can't even go a whole full day of work without touching that shit. I'm telling you, I went places, traveling and stuff. Motherfuckers on their lunch break smoking weed. Smoking weed, then go right back in there smelling like weed, booty juice, and grease. They do, and sweat ass hot dogs. Yeah, smelling like old ass hot dogs and shit. Coming back in there talking about, okay, now what y'all need for me to do? I need for your ass to go home and take a goddamn bath because you done stunk up the whole damn area. Well, it smell like you still got the weed in your hand. It smell like you still smoking on that blunt. Strong as hell. All day long, working around the job, working around your co-workers, working around. You're really representing your job smelling like a barrel of weed. And you smoked it on your lunch break. Oh, that was 4 hours ago. You still smell it? Bitch, you loud as hell. You smell loud as hell. Need to go take a bath. You should have took a bath on your lunch break. While you walking back up in here stinking up the joint. You know? Y'all go in the club smelling like a big barrel of weed. Go to parties, go to barbecues smelling like a big barrel of weed. Looking doped out, weed mixed with booty juice and shit. Men and women. And the women go in the club thinking they are fine as hell, which you might be. But that scent throw everybody off. Most people off. The only people it don't throw off is the same dope head like you. That's smoking on that heavy ass booty juice ass weed. Them the only ones you don't turn off. But the ones that don't smoke the shit and might be attracted to you, man or woman, that shit just throw them clean off. Like, damn, I wanted to talk to that motherfucker. I wanted to talk to him so bad, but he was smelling like booty juice, mustard arm weed, and smell like feet, old feet. That's how the weed smell. And the first thing people say is, that person is a dope head. Because the weed is so strong, it smells like you smoked about 8 pounds of that shit. When you only smoked one joint or one blunt. See, y'all call them blunts now. We call them joints. Or herb. But that ain't no joints of herb around here. They got y'all smoking on some real toxic shit around here. I'm telling you, people pay close attention to where you fire that shit up at. Pay close attention. But Kodak Black did get bonded out. They took his ass to jail now, and he stayed overnight or whatever. But he did get bonded out of jail, and now he got a damn court date coming up. But he did bond out, you know. So they both are. Boosie will probably get a little probation or something like that for the weed, and Kodak Black will probably get a little probation for the weed. I don't know, but you see the difference. They took Kodak Black ass, slapped to jail. Boosie got the citation, but Boosie shit was on point with his car tag and all that. But he still had weed. He still had weed. And he had money too. But they took Kodak Black ass to jail. See, that's the difference between they caught Kodak in Florida and Boosie got caught in Georgia. But that shows you right there, they on a goddamn mission from one end to one end to one end to one end to one end, up north, up south, up west, whatever. They on y'all ass. Yeah, So y'all need to be real careful where y'all find that shit up, because y'all making it easy, especially find it up in that car. Y'all making it easy for the police to harass you and take you to jail. And shit ain't gonna always turn out the way it turned out with Kodak Black and Boosie. And that's because they got those famous names behind them. But you catch these average men and women out here, y'all ain't being handled like that now. Let's not be naive and act like, oh, we could do that, or no, the police ain't gonna do nothing. Handle it in a better way. And stop smoking that shit in y'all car. Stop smoking that shit in y'all car. Everybody who smoked that shit, stop smoking it in your car. You're bringing attention to yourself. You're snitching on yourself. You're bringing on the harassment from the popos to yourself. Stop smoking that shit. Now, NJ done gave you this warning. Y'all keep doing it, and you're going to keep winding your ass down there in them county jails and them prison cells. That's all I got to say about that. Gain knowledge to prevent blockage. And we all know what that means. The more you know, the harder it is for anybody to block y'all ass from goals and success. Now, Boosie, get your ass away from Georgia, because they targeting you, baby.